Boom, boom.
This report's brought to you by offleaseonly.com. Watch for delays on 95 southbound. Got a crash slowing you down. It's a blue heron. 2 lanes blocked. Roll over crash. Gonna wreck your commute. On the surface streets, watch for a wreck slowing you down. In Deerfield Beach, it's on Hillsborough Boulevard. At the power line, a lane blocked. Seeing heavy. That was really bad.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Hello, good morning. I just, for the first time in the replay there, got here Suits wrapping his traffic. And he's having it every time. I think that's the way traffic should be done now.
It got real weird last week. I mean, maybe the weirdest it's ever gotten.
Yeah, thank goodness you're back.
Oh, I'm still so tired.
Are you?
Oh, I don't leave. It's so...
Yeah, a lot of. I am so upset. I missed the White Claw on Friday.
Oh my God, Southpaw White Claw. He drank 11 of them.
I know. I think the official was 12. I thought.
No, there's one left in the fridge.
Okay. Well, I wasn't.
Honestly, it's easy to lose count when you got the claw.
I have a full-on review on White Claw.
I got to hear it. I'm giving you my full review.
We're talking. Honestly, after going through the White Claw challenge,
yeah.
I side with your wife. I think you had 35 White Claws and you didn't realize it.
They just go down so quick.
They do, yeah.
And easy.
It was the end of the show, and I was convinced I only had 6. And Virginia, oh, no.
Maybe there's some ingredient inside of it that gives you like amnesia or...
I figured out what it is. It doesn't taste like alcohol. It tastes like tonic water with a little bit of some kind of lime or fruit.
It tastes like that LaCroix.
It does. I remember the first time I ever had it at the Jupiter Beer Fest, and I drank a sip of it. I'm like, oh, that's going to be trouble. And then that was a year before it became big, and
it was not what I wanted in my life. It kind of spun me into a bit of a weekend depression.
Denny's brought him home on Friday and then came back to the station. Denny's is like, man, I haven't seen him that drunk in a while.
I was sad most of the weekend. I got into a huge fight with a family member after the show. I drew a line in the sand. I was making big proclamations about, no, we're doing it this way. And then I woke up at 5 p.m. going, what did I do to my family?
The claw.
I got clawed. Right. I got clawed so hard.
Claw.
It was really...
It needs its own sound effect.
Claw.
It was a social experiment. I ended up... I was talking with somebody I was drunk eBaying this stranger I'd never met before. I wanted this G.I. Joe toy from them, but they didn't have it for sale, but I wasn't getting that. And somehow they talked me into buying this old Pac-Man video game that I did not want.
He bought it.
I bought it. Oh, yeah, it's on its way. It's coming from Missouri.
$300.
It's coming from Missouri. I didn't even want it.
What's the shipping on a Pac-Man game?
Oh, I think the overall...
Oh, wait, is it like not a
It's
like a little video game?
Yeah, like a video
you bought
game.
an arcade game?
I bought the arcade kind like Virginia's got. So
is this $300 including shipping or $300 not including shipping?
It's more than $300 because shipping's included.
The game is $300. The shipping is going to be more.
Yeah, it's coming from Missouri.
I can't imagine what the shipping is.
Well, I didn't even want the Pac-Man game.
If it cost me $10 to make like a small little 1 pound package.
I'm a Donkey Kong man. Pac-Man? Oh, yeah, it just was. And then Saturday, I just was sad.
Saturday.
Sad. S-A-D.
Saturday.
U-R-D-A-Y.
I kind of unplugged from the world.
Saturday.
I did not like White Claw. I did not like it.
It is a tough ride,
Well,
man.
then I couldn't remember what happened on the podcast. I'm texting Virginia like, what happened? I'm so sorry.
What happened?
I'm drunk.
I'm sorry.
I'm drunk
Usually,
texting her.
I don't get those texts till the next day. He was texting me while he was still drunk. What happened?
Oh man.
What did I do?
I got clawed.
Caw.
I got clawed.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Jaber, what you think about today?
So there is a show on Netflix that I am very, very infatuated with. It's Mindhunters. You know, I like the serial killer stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They do a great job of taking real serial killers and making the scripted show. And I wonder how much of it is really real. How much is it creative liberties?
Oh, yeah.
Are they talking about real facts of the case? Because it's so fascinating to hear some of the stuff they're talking about. And they profile Charles Manson in this one, son of Sam, Wayne Williams. They put a lot of people in this one. So last night I'm watching the finale. It's like 9:30 at night, laying with Chewy. It's oh so peaceful. And I fall asleep. So I'm already I'm weirdly relaxed going to sleep watching a murder special. So I finally go under and I hear this huge I'm thinking Charles Manson's breaking into my place. My TV that's mounted on my wall falls off, breaks, just misses my head. There's a huge wall now, or a hole in my wall now, where animals can get in and out. That was my night last night. My TV mount, it just completely fell, broke, just missed my head, just missed Chewy. It was awful.
Oh, wow.
It was the scariest thing I've ever woken up to, other than the time that frog jumped on my face.
Oh, that would be tough, too.
I was kind of trying to debate what was worse, the TV falling off the mount. I mean, I showed you a picture of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it
it's-
really tore out your wall.
Yeah, man.
Huge hole.
These townhouses, I don't know. I don't think they're made that good. The walls in these the wall by my bed,
Yeah.
when I lay back on my wall, it bounces back.
It bends.
gives.
It
bends.
gives with you.
My walls bend.
Should be great in a storm.
I'm not kidding you. And then they
What is it, like a house of cards?
Well, then they wonder
It is
why.
like a fun house. You lean on it. And
They wonder why these houses fall apart.
Yeah, it's no wonder you have rats and rodents living in there.
right
If
now-
you can push the wall, a
Yeah.
rat can push the wall.
you got that paper mache house.
Right now, there is a porthole of just rat. My place could be a rat party right now.
And it probably is.
Hopefully it's not. I did a makeshift patching of shirts. I put a bunch of shirts in there to kind of block it.
Would you wad them up and put them in
I
the
did.
hole?
I have about
Okay.
7 shirts wadded up in balls in my wall to block anything from coming in. It was such a quick.
It seems secure.
Well, I had no duct tape. This happened last night. I was
Duct
so
tape's not the way to go either.
I was so drowsy. I'm just like, why? Why is this happening? So I'm throwing shirts in there.
Oh,
and-
that's tough.
yeah, so that's really what's on my mind because I know I have to pay somebody to fix that. There's no way I could fix that.
Is the TV broken?
It is.
It is.
Yeah, it's.
Oh my gosh.
My big screen TV is broke. There's a huge hole in the wall, and I was almost killed.
You got that, and you got a $300 Pac-Man game on the way from Missouri.
I want to blame the moon thing, but that's over.
It's over,
so
baby.
I'm gonna blame the fact that I got White Clawed.
White Claw.
I'll blame
It's the curse of the claw.
It's the curse of the claw. Clearly, something happens when you drink White Claw. There's too many memes.
You get a voodoo curse put on you.
It is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's on my mind because it just happened. It's fresh. I'm kind of sad about it.
I know a guy who can come and fix everything.
Okay.
He's a good handyman. He's straight up $40 an hour, and he'll come and work all day for that.
The shelf right behind me in our weird whatever studio's got all of my Bigfoot stuff, and it is teetering. It's about to fall at any minute.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Is this happening to every single person that lives in your townhome that things are falling off their wall, or
I
is
don't-
your stuff just?
I don't know.
Weird.
Does everybody have paper mache walls, or is it just you?
I'm reluctant to say exactly where I live, only because
Yeah.
of the stalker. But
Right.
if you do know where I live, yeah. Do you have bouncy walls?
Bouncy walls,
Kev,
rubber walls.
I can push the wall in. It goes in so far. It snaps back.
It's drywall, and it should not give.
No,
It
no.
should be hard.
It's not even.
Is
the
it
guy-
soft? Is it wet?
No, it's not soft, but it does have. I feel like I could easily, if I flicked it hard enough, I could put a hole in my wall.
Wow.
Yeah, just whatever.
Yeah, maybe all drywall's not made the same.
Oh, it's definitely not.
Not.
Virginia's helping me. Oh, you missed a lot with my ex-landlord last week. Virginia's my new lawyer.
Oh, yeah. He hired me as the lawyer, and we wrote this letter.
Yeah.
And I think we scared her.
Did you really?
I think we did.
Good for you.
Because she was trying
Yeah.
to strong arm.
Right.
She kept his deposit.
Yeah.
And then she was trying to get him to pay for her crappy appliances
Right.
that gave out. It was a 20-year-old toilet, Kevin.
Yeah.
Do you know how many dumps that thing has probably seen?
A lot.
Sorry, lady. Maybe you just need to replace the 20-year-old toilet. And the bird doesn't have to pay for
Well,
that.
I
No.
never used the dishwasher one time. She's trying to get me for a brand new. She's trying to get me to $500.
I remember
He
hearing the
doesn't
beginning of
know
that.
how to use the dishwasher. That's our defense. He couldn't have broke it because he doesn't know how to use
Did
it.
she respond to the letter you sent her?
Nope.
No.
How
So,
long? When did she get it? Do you know?
I sent it on.
5 days ago?
Yeah. So it's.
Did you do that crazy like legal certified mail thing, or just drop it in the?
We emailed it.
Email. Okay.
But I did say I have a legal team.
Which is a lie. It's just me.
Well, not really. You found me a
No,
guy.
I did find him a lawyer. So we know somebody, and their husband is a lawyer. You know
Okay.
the person, too. I had
Yeah.
no idea this person's husband was a lawyer. And this is what he deals in. And he helps people that have been taken advantage of by landlords.
And he gave you guidance.
He did. He said what we did was right on spot,
Wow.
on point.
Good.
So I'm
good,
either
good.
we've either scared her away
Yeah.
or I'm getting sued for everything I own, and I'm prepared for both. Honestly, I already had that conversation.
Sounds like
with myself.
you're gonna win though.
During my sad day, I already had that conversation.
Sad day.
Day.
Craziness. Mindhunter's the thing to watch though.
If you like the murderous type of content, yes, I would highly recommend Mindhunters. Both seasons were very, very good.
Is it scripted or is it real?
It is scripted. That's what's weird about it, because they do bring real murderers into it. So, like Edward Kemper was a murderer that I have been reading up since I was a teenager. So when they featured him, I was oddly fascinated by that because I
Okay.
knew so much about him.
Okay.
And they wrote it to like how it was a script. So I don't know what's real and what's not.
Good stuff. Okay. I got over the weekend got sucked into a little Netflix. They have this show called QB1. It's about high school quarterbacks.
Oh, that's
And-
just your game.
Oh, just my game. Getting ready for the football season, starting off this Saturday with the Gators and Knowles. And they had this Cardinal Gibbons quarterback from Fort Lauderdale on there. They featured him, Nick Cronty. And they showed Parkland, Fort Lauderdale, Bo Campers, all kinds of like little landmarks all throughout the whole show. So that was kind of cool.
Are you watching the last season of Last Chance U?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
I almost watched it.
It's a guy that's Virginia. He's crazy and he's very profane and
I love it.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
He's a nut job. Yeah, he's a nut job.
It sounds like my baseball coach from college.
It sounds like a male version of me.
Yeah, he went down there. Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
So I was talking with a girlfriend of mine, and she's kind of got a new career path. So she's never been in the hotel business, and she was explaining to me like some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. And she's at a fancy hotel. I mean, like 5-star property. She was saying one of the biggest problems they have nowadays is the hookers.
Hookers. That's a problem?
There are so many. And the thing is, they're not high class hookers.
Yeah.
I guess it's on trend to get yourself like a rough looking hooker.
That's a trend?
Yes. She
That's a
said
trend.
These are people that could afford Pretty Woman type Julia
But they don't want
Roberts.
that.
They don't want it, Kevin.
there's-
it's on trend.
It's like ratchethose.com and that's where you
Yes.
go. And
I don't know how much you want to go into this because it is early. I know kids are going
It's
to
real
school.
early.
Okay.
But
After the show, maybe.
we can take this up and
Yeah.
after the show. There is a specific fetish with what you're talking about we must delve into.
Okay.
All right.
There's a whole
It's-
psychology behind
make a
it.
note on that for the after the show.
It's real, y'all.
There's a whole psychology behind it where people are going low end. Oh, we'll get into it.
What is the mindset of a man with money
Yeah.
who wants a ratchet hook.
I'm fascinated. Every detail that comes out about this Epstein guy and what he did with his dirty money, fascinating.
I just saw a couple more articles. We were talking about it last week, how they're called sex workers and they are fighting for equal rights with pay and insurance and getting all kind of benefits. You're going to start seeing
Sounds like an expose.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Fascinating.
That is some fascinating stuff. Over the weekend, I did a couple things. Man, I'm so proud of myself. One, I fixed a toilet yesterday. Never done that in my life.
Wow.
Whoa, who's this guy, right?
What did you have to do to it?
It wasn't flushing, kept running. I have to turn the water off every time. I went out, I got like the new pump and put in the stopper and boom, fixed.
Wow.
How about that, huh?
Yeah, they sell all the parts.
Yeah.
At the Home Depot.
I know any
Lowe's.
fix-it person's not impressed, but you got to realize I don't know how to use a wrench. I don't know how to use a screwdriver. So that was a big deal for me.
Is it broke because you're an HP? Heavy pooper?
No,
Okay.
just the pump. It was the water kept running. Every time you'd flush it, it just kept running and running and running.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I figured that out. And then the other thing was, I went to this whole podcasting conference in Orlando on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, that was a long time you were there.
It was. I was there, and I was wearing some of our company honchos and, all that kind of stuff. I was up there. So it was
The
a
big
chance-
bosses?
Yeah, the big bosses. Chance to mingle with some of them.
Get some FaceTime and elbow rubbing?
Oh, I did. I'll tell you all about it later. Yeah, so it was all fun.
We were sent photos.
Oh, yeah. No, we went out the
Okay.
last night. Oh, yeah. No, that's some good stuff. We'll talk about that, too. But what had happened was our big boss here sent me an email, and she's like, I can't wait to hear what you did. So you want to prove, because they picked up the bill and paid for my room and everything and my food.
Gotcha.
So you got to make it look
Wow.
like you went there and actually worked and didn't just go for a 3-day Orlando vacation.
Right.
So I go into my notes that I took from the conference, and I went to send it to her, and I went to hit paste, and instead of hitting paste, I hit copy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, every note I took from the whole conference, gone. I'm like, and I have no proof, can't remember anything that I did, said, whatever. I mean, it's 3 days worth of notes, and I need to show my work, So I'm freaking out. I'm like, because I'd taken everything in my notes app that's on your iPhone.
Who's the other dorky guy that went to this conference? Any of your friends?
Well, here was it. So I'm losing my mind. I'm trying to hit all these kind of like things, doing whatever. I'm like, take a deep breath. I went online, I checked, and if anybody does this, here's what you do on an iPhone. If you shake your phone, it'll give you an undo option. And so after going through 30 minutes of losing my mind, ripping out what hair I got, all kinds of stuff happened. I did the shake feature and just kept hitting undo until I got it, and I got them back.
This happened to me a few times where I had all of our prep done. I had so much prep, and I went to go send it to you, but I had misspelled one word, and I shook it, and it was all gone.
It's the worst.
So you can take off the shake feature, which you should.
Okay.
Yeah, take that off. You don't need that. That's the dumbest feature ever. Why anyone would want that? It's like, I don't get that.
I don't think I have it. I'm shaking
it's
mine.
saved
over
me,
here.
but when I was on the file, it was on the notes.
And on even when you take it off, I did this the other day where I again deleted all of my prep. There's a button you can hit, because I did this. I started getting mad. I took a deep breath. There's a button you can hit that does go back that says notes deleted. You can get that back.
Really? Okay.
Yes, because I think so many people have deleted notes.
There's nothing that will panic you more than, because I had just gotten the email. I'm like going, okay, I better get this right to her because she's wanting to know. And then gone. Yeah. I'm like,
it'll turn you into the saddest, meanest person
it's
ever.
the worst feeling ever if you feel like you've just erased a ton of very important work.
But you got it back.
I did get it back. Yeah.
Thank
So I was able to show my work, and it was all good. Otherwise, whew, man. One thing that we're going to be talking about a little bit here today on the show is all the fun little bits that we're going to be bringing back here for the new season of KVJ with the fall going on and stuff like that. People were commenting last night on stuff that they want to hear back. So we're always trying to figure out what we bring in, what we take out, and stuff like that. And one of the bits I know that you guys did, and we hadn't done it in a long time, so you guys did it last week. People said, I really love the what do you want to see us do?
And it's got a theme song, and we love a theme song.
We love a theme song. So, so we got another round of that. You just fire suggestions, what you want to see us do on KVJ TV. You can dial it up on your YouTube, your flat screen TVs, whatever. We got another round of that coming up in minutes.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
What do you want to see us do? The KVJ show is gonna do silly things for you. Check it out on KVJ TV. It's about to get weird. It's about to get goofy.
That's right. We got KVJ TV where you can watch and see what's going on in the KVJ show down up on YouTube. You got flat screen TVs. You can get it that way. on all those fancy little gadgets you got these days.
Tune in right now because Kevin's over there looking like a tasty snack.
Snack.
Yeah.
That's a good color for you.
Yes, it is.
That blue is
Light
very
blue.
good.
It works
is.
for me. I've got about 2 color schemes that work well with this skin tone. I found one of them.
Looks good.
That's it. Hey, go to what works for you.
Just wear that color all the time.
Wear that shirt every day.
I just might,
That
yeah.
would be your new radio uniform.
I should have a uniform. We should all have a uniform. It's easier in life. Okay, so we got an email. Somebody said, I would like to see Jaybird with his talented feet apply Virginia's lipstick.
Oh no, what a terrible idea.
Onto Virginia's face?
Yes.
Oh, Virginia, my feet are not in good shape today. I walked Chewy this morning barefoot. I wanted to feel the earth, Kevin.
I get you're one of those earthers.
It was after I took a shower, though, so we still got a little earth on the foot.
okay.
It's terrible.
Well, it's just me. We're like brother and sister.
I've seen this done before. It's really amazing. Some people who do not have limbs actually have done this. I saw a video. There was a girl and she would do this, and she was able to apply lipstick. I actually one time when I was seeing my son in Michigan, our Uber driver had no arms.
What?
She drove with her feet.
What?
Yes.
There's amazing,
Crazy.
There's amazing athletic stories about this kind of stuff too.
Unreal.
And these people do extraordinary things.
Unbelievable.
And then you're in your life complaining about how you can't find your remote control.
Oh, it's like a whole. It's a game. I have a buddy of mine that was born without an arm. He's born without it. And you ever seen Duffy tying his shoes? Just like no, he ties them faster with one hand than I do with two.
How was she as a driver?
She wasn't bad.
Your Uber
She was
person.
fun. She had like a little knob like up on the steering wheel, and she just. I mean, she was just zipping in and out of traffic. I'm like, It took a little while for me to get comfortable with her because my confidence level, I do have to admit, was a little low when I first got in.
You're like, uh-oh.
I'm like, I don't know if this is the right call or not.
I love stories like that.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
fascinated.
She goes right away. I'm like, well, she's not timid.
Well, she has to start off strong because she knows everybody that gets in is like, what the hell?
Oh yeah, she's like punching dials on the radio. Like, I mean, it's
Wow.
Well, if
I couldn't believe
Good
it.
for her.
It
let's
was
say
amazing.
maybe she was born without her arms, and that's just the only way she
Sure.
knew. So that
Yeah.
was very natural for her. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You know, you live in your life like that. We adapt. It really is a testament to the human spirit and resilience. And if you don't have it, you just find a way.
Drives better than me in Virginia. That I can guarantee.
No
Didn't
doubt.
even see her drive.
No doubt. I honestly, if right now I had a choice, 3 options, she'd be number 1 on the list. And then 2, 3 is a fight for I don't know. It just depends on what day it is.
I will say I am very good at using my feet.
I know.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
are
they're-
actually.
they're
You're pretty
not
good.
bad.
Yeah, you're not too bad. Now,
Go ahead, Virginia. Give me that
when
lipstick.
when I
They look terrible.
when I saw this, the video was the person using their bare foot. It was between the big toe and whatever you call that secondary toe. I don't even know.
I think they call it secondary toe.
Pointer toe.
This little piggy head. I don't know which one.
It's the equivalent of your pointer finger.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't know the
I
answer.
don't even know. Maybe it is.
We just gave 3 answers for that.
So, but you do it however you feel most confident. But you're going to be scored on accuracy here. And we've got the video camera on Virginia. We're going to be able to see just how well Jaybird does. And then we'll post it up and we'll let people give you a letter grade on how well you do on applying Virginia's lipstick.
I feel like I could not only put lipstick on her face, I feel like I could make her an omelet. I feel like I could make her coffee. I feel like I could give her a cigarette if she smoked.
Because that's what I want every Monday morning.
Yeah.
Coffee and ciggies.
Coffee and ciggies?
People in the whole building go, is someone smoking in here? I don't get what's going on here.
All right.
Go ahead and put that on the count. I'm going to go. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so you can dial into KVJ TV right now on YouTube and see this. And again, if you've ever got a suggestion of what you'd like to see us do, you can do this here.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and
okay.
get it all like
This
this.
is pretty much the darkest lipstick I have.
Of course, she's got fancy old lady lipstick.
Yeah, it's not like a tube lipstick. That's all I know lipstick as. Your thing is, it looks like an eyeshadow brush kind of thing.
It's gloss, but it's super dark gloss. It's Chanel.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Jaybird has now got it between his toes.
Am I walking to you, Virginia?
You just got to you can hop over there, yeah. Hop over there. Jaybird's got this lipstick stick in his lip. Okay, how's he doing here? Okay, he's got it on her lip. He hit her lip. Okay. All right. He has applied it right
Stop moving!
there.
I'm not moving. You're You're just bad at this.
Okay.
my
All right. He stuck his whole foot on her face.
You're doing it on
Okay.
purpose.
He stuck his.
my balance.
You're doing it on purpose.
I don't know. Standing.
My ball.
I don't know. What.
You're doing it on purpose.
I'm trying to
I
chase
don't know.
greatness.
I don't know if standing on one foot was because when I saw
not
the girl
giving
do
up.
it, she was sitting down. Okay, Jaybird's been punched in the nards. He's still got the lipstick in one foot. He's standing on one foot as well. He's got lipstick all up on Virginia's cheek, and he's putting the other side on. Okay, I think you are technically done. Okay. All right. The foot went all over Virginia's face.
Nailed it.
Okay. He's saying nailed it.
I don't know. You look like the Joker.
That's the question. Okay.
I think you broke my headphone.
I don't know if that's the right color for you, Pumpkin.
You, honestly, you look like a carnivorous. She looks like Hannibal Lecter.
You look like you just lost a cherry pie eating contest.
Play my music. Where's my warrant?
I wish we could play it. We'd get sued. We're not allowed to play the music.
Well, you got to see that. You got a chat room, too, that you can go and check out.
It's not that bad.
It's not that good.
Agreed.
Let me see. Wow, his feet are green.
Yeah, the bottoms of his feet they have a hue.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
They look like dead guy's foot.
Let's go ahead and do online bullying with a guy who's got a foot condition that he inherited from his mother.
Well,
thanks,
You
Mom.
need to go and get your feet scraped weekly.
I have to get I'm supposed to be wearing Forrest Gump shoes. The reason why they're so bad is because my feet, I kind of got like club feet almost.
He's got like a dinosaur foot. It's weird and scaly and discolored.
Again, let's go ahead and make fun of my condition. you
But
bully.
he doesn't help himself. He walks barefoot.
I like to talk. I like to feel the earth.
I like
on
feeling her.
gravel.
Yeah.
I like to feel the earth. I'm sorry. I'm a dirty hippie like Denny's.
All right. Any suggestions on what you want to see us do on KVJ TV? You can let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. Letter grade, I would say
A D.
Look, Cody Dillman in the chat room gave me a C-, and that's just my game. That's how I
I
graduated.
was thinking C minus D plus.
Yeah, baby.
It's definitely not an A. No way it's a B.
I passed.
Not a C plus.
I mean, it's on my cheek, guys.
It's not great. Okay, it doesn't matter what you do with your diet, going to the gym. You ever find like that friend that they have just wild success with everything they do and you're struggling? And the worst is when you're on a diet and you work out and somehow you put on weight.
Which happens.
And I know they say, oh, it could be muscle. And it's not muscle. You're just like, I don't know what's going on. And then that's when you just give up, say, I'm just going to eat whatever.
Well, it turns out it's your genetics, and you can't change them. And once you have this test done once, you never have to have it done again. Your DNA doesn't change. It stays the same for your whole life.
You did a test.
I did a
and
test.
It will tell you exactly what you need to eat and how you need to work out so that you'll look your best.
And it also tells you all the genetic things that are standing in your way of losing weight. Specifically, like what diets you should do, what you shouldn't do.
Didn't you say you sent an email and there's some things in there like it said like was it keto would be bad for you?
Keto or the South Beach diet, all of that would be bad for me because I don't metabolize fat the way some people do. So the nutritionist was telling me, she's like, I had a girl here earlier, and I put her on the keto because her body metabolizes fat. She said, yours doesn't, mine doesn't. So this girl could eat bacon and it'd be fine. I eat bacon and I'm going to be like,
Wow.
no, I can't have it.
So you'll get with the test that you did like a printout of what to eat, what not to eat.
It's pretty awesome. Exactly, specifically what to eat and what not to eat. So there's 5 genetic markers they look for for obesity. They're like the 5 fatty genes.
Yeah.
I have 4 of them.
Really?
She said she's never seen anybody.
You're built to be obese.
I'm built to be a fatty.
Wow.
She said she's never seen anybody be so small and have all 4 of these markers. And I said, well,
Look
I had
at you.
I had lipo. Like, I'm fighting them.
Did you?
And I had a mommy makeover.
You had lipo on your back and your stomach area?
So I had Cool Sculpt on my back.
Yeah.
And I had lipo on my front.
Yeah.
And that's
Chin.
why
Did that,
chin. I
yeah.
had lipo. That's why I kind of have a fat arm and a skinny waist.
So are you fake skinny?
I think I have to go get like my arms done because my arms don't match my waist. Yeah, I'm totally fake skinny.
You're fake skinny.
Totally.
And they can't believe it. They're like, going, I don't understand this.
When
Yeah.
she was looking at me, she's like, I can't believe you're so skinny and you have 4 of the 5 markers for being a fatty. And I was like,
And you even found out not only that, but you found out like what you need to like do for a workout.
yes. So I won't respond to CrossFit. All that stuff, it's not
No
good
way.
for me. I have to work out 7 days a week, moderate to low impact. So like yoga, walking, swimming.
Really?
Yes. She's like, your body type, CrossFit would not work for you. You're not going to get muscles like somebody would get at CrossFit.
What about just burning the fat off of you from CrossFit?
She said I would benefit more from doing moderate exercise. You get your heart rate up a little bit,
Yeah.
but you're not killing yourself, but you do it all the time.
You nailed it when you said if you've been working out or trying to diet and you've gone 14 days, 15 days,
Yeah.
and then you go on the scale and you see 0 results, you do go right to the deli after.
You're like, why?
Why? I've done that before where I felt like it was 14 days of hard work and it didn't move the needle at all. I mean, it was for nothing. That's when you have a pizza party because you deserve it.
Is it possible, like, if Jaybird did this test, it would come back and it would say, you need to stay away from broccoli, cauliflower.
Yeah, because I'm allergic to water. I really believe that.
You need to eat Hot Pockets, pizza,
Yeah,
Little Debbie snack cakes.
I don't know. It might. You have a totally
happen?
different metabolism and everything than we do. Your body actually trucks. I think you can burn a lot.
When I drank nothing but water and I was eating fruits and vegetables, I never had the worst headache in my life. I felt off.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I'm born to eat Little Debbie.
I think it would be fascinating to go see your genetic markers and compare them to mine and Kevin's because I think me and Kevin kind of have the same problem.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I
No doubt.
can't put on muscle. I can't eat what everybody else can eat. I have to be so strict.
But if I take off my shirt right now, I promise you, I am gross.
Yeah, but I think you're fighting your genetics. Your genetics are way better than ours.
Okay, I'll take that as a compliment. You
Yeah.
don't get them too often around these parts.
No doubt. No, if I ate even close to the way that you do,
You'd be 400 pounds.
it would be, we would look so much different. Yeah.
Like last night, I went to bed eating German cake.
Oh my God. It would be amazing.
German chocolate?
German chocolate
Yeah.
cake, yeah. I'm on a big German chocolate cake run. Ever since that one dude dropped off that German chocolate cake ice cream.
Yeah, see, you metabolize fat, and I bet your genetic markers would come back
You do
and
pretty
say
well.
that you would be good on a keto or a South Beach diet where you can have fat because your body trucks through it. I have one piece of bacon, and I immediately see it on my butt.
I was
Yeah.
going to start a little diet today, but after this Braveheart pep speech you guys are giving me, we are
Why?
doing breakfast.
Why start?
And it's on the bird. What do you want, Mama? Pancake party?
I can only have like a handful of fruits and nuts. It's very sad.
Wow. Yeah, I'd be interested to see if you can post up like what you can and can't eat. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
people
It's-
want the information too. Like, what is the kind of cost to get this test?
So this test is not as expensive as some diet programs out there.
Sure.
I went to Nuvo. It was $3.95, and they're doing like coupons too. Like it's not that bad compared to some of the diets out there.
If you've had frustrations like I have,
All my life I've been frustrated.
you would be like, give me that list. I just want to know what to eat, what not to eat, and how to work out.
This might be a dumb question, but do they have the same kind of thing where, because that sounds like it's a buffet of tests and it lets you know everything about all of these categories. Is there a test a person can take where you get tested for everything? Cancer, hyper.
Absolutely.
All of
So
that.
they do genetic testing now to see if you're predisposed for cancer or diabetes or all that. But that's in here too a little bit. Not the cancer stuff, but the diabetes is in your DNA.
Because when I donated,
Dang.
the
That's amazing.
When I gave the kidney to Bigfoot, they did this
Yeah.
thing where they put this iodine in me, and then you go into this weird chamber.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when they put the iodine in you, you feel it in your privates and in your butt, like your innards of your butt.
Oh, my
And they tell
gosh.
you that they go, when this goes into your system, you go, you may feel tingles and feelings in your butt and in your
Did
private.
you like it?
Just no.
Hey, can I get some iodine to go?
Like, this guy's got a boner. What's going on?
You guys sell this in 12. You guys sell this in 12-pack?
I didn't like it. Was weird because you're in this
She walks into
chamber.
Brother Jimmy's on Friday. You guys got any iodine back there?
I was sweating. It wasn't a great thing, but what it was they do this test, and it's supposed to test you for cancers and all
Yeah.
of this stuff because they want to know if you're giving a bad kidney away.
Sure.
And that I feel like that should be something that's available to everybody.
I think it is, but I think you have to pay for it.
So is it called
All
the
of this DNA stuff that they run, and maybe the iodine test will tell you too, but I think it's more in your DNA.
Is that how I would describe it to my doctor? I want to take the iodine test, but it makes my privates feel really weird and my butt.
No, don't say that. Say, I want to see my genetic predisposition for cancer and other diseases and find out what I need to be watching.
All right.
Mine came back. I should be diabetic already.
Okay, so almost $400, but there's some discounts. And what website do you go to? Because people are asking what the name of the test is and how to go find it.
So go to NuvoHealthAndWellness.com.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on Clematis. Super easy to find.
And this is really day one for you because I want to start tracking like your weight and all this stuff. So you will like every single Monday give us an update and let us know how it's working for you.
I will.
We're definitely not having a breakfast party, are we?
I can
You
have
could
certain
just
things.
go to the Nut Hut.
I have to have nuts and eggs for breakfast and fruit and yeah.
Sounds yummy, actually.
No carbs, baby.
Really?
Carbs are bad for me. I don't metabolize carbs.
No sugars, no carbs,
The
huh?
sugars,
and
the
fats.
carbs, and the fats are bad for me.
I built a life on those things.
I think he does. I
built a
think
career
his
on
body
it.
doesn't care.
We got to get him the test because I think he's going to come back. Actually, preferred food, German chocolate cake. Got a few celebrities having a birthday today. Quick little shout out to Bill Clinton. There's some more Jeffrey Epstein stories that coming out over the weekend.
Oh, I didn't see the 100,000 tweets on Twitter.
Good heavens, wow. Yeah, I wonder if he's feeling up or down about all this stuff. He's 73 today, so Bill Clinton getting his name back in the news with Jeffrey Epstein. You've also got Matthew Perry. Can you believe he's hitting the big old half-century mark today? 50?
Wow.
I think it's, 25 years I saw last week that the first episode of Friends debuted, something like that.
Wow.
Virginia hates Friends for some reason.
I do. I don't like Friends. I almost didn't do that story about Marcel the monkey, but I know everybody loves Friends.
I didn't think I did, and it was on in my house. Other people were watching it, and I was like, okay, I don't know.
It got you.
A little bit. I'm like, maybe I'll like it better than I thought I did.
You got Aniston.
I did.
You need to be better. Do better.
I'll try. You're right. John Stamos, your boy, 56 today.
Uncle Jesse.
Yes. Got to say happy birthday to Steve Jordan. A little shout out for himself. Little happy 12th birthday to Riken. We love you. So proud of you from Mom, Dad, Shannon, and Velveteen Rabbit. Also, my baby girl on Monday, Isabella. She's going to be 9 years old. She's a fourth grader at Coral Reef Elementary from Mommy, Jacob, and Leia. Also, we got Kylie Bug turning 8. Birthday was Sunday yesterday from Mommy, Daddy Killer, Bella, Kobe, Nugget, and Bubbles. And 10th birthday to Alex. Love you so much. And a beautiful, smart, funny daughter, Rebecca, turning 11 from yesterday. Mommy loves you, baby girl, Carolyn. So there you go. A little shout out for everybody. Got a birthday you want to get to us? Just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Who does the best/worst job is going to open up our own headphone karaoke on Friday night with the ball gag in their mouth, singing Queen.
Okay, so where's the punishment at?
Yeah, this guy can't wait.
Well, it's just saying you're the best performer. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So somebody's going to choose. So, yeah, if you want to do it, you got to dial it up because, yeah, the best ball gag performance is going to open us up. We want to start with a good number.
Okay, I wanted to go with my favorite Queen song, Melancholy Blues, but I thought that's not a real party getter.
That's your favorite Queen
Oh,
song.
that's what I get ready to when I go out for cocktails and
When you want to crank it up and you want to get energized.
It is a sad song, but it makes you think.
Well, you had a sad Saturday, so
I
it's
did.
perfect.
I had a real sad weekend.
Sad.
Melancholy
It
Blues.
was a real sad weekend.
You got clawed. That's what happened. The White Claw gets you.
Okay, we all got a Queen song here. Denny's believe it or not, I've never worked a ball gag.
You do not look like a guy who's ever been around a ball
This will
gag.
be the first time. I can't wait to text my mom later. Guess what I tried out?
So proud.
This should be your new profile pic.
Okay.
What?
Oh,
Does it hurt?
What are you for?
Don't chip a tooth.
What is this for? Why are you sitting here?
We can go into that on the After the Show podcast. And I want to say,
really?
with your
I'm
new...
looking for
I think it's BDSM.
Okay.
Is that right? Am I saying it right?
Look, between...
BDISM?
Between...
BDISM. Benny's. Is it Joke Jury?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That was a good one.
What do you want to swallow?
Oh, this is going to be terrible.
You remind me of a beautiful horse. You got the thing in your mouth, your beautiful hair. You're a
Brown
horse.
Beauty.
Brown Beady.
They put those blinders on the horse. It's not for the horse, it's for the people. So they don't have to look at his horrifying
You
eyes.
definitely remind me of a horse.
He's got a ball gag and he can't wear the headphones right because he doesn't want to mess up his hair.
You can't. That's his mane, baby.
Here you go.
Go, Brown Beauty, go.
All right. Yeah. Right down the street, before I go, you found the sound seat. Machine gun ready to go. Are you ready?
Hey.
Are you ready for it? Hey. Are you hanging in your seat? I always go ready to voice rip. You sound big. Hey!
Bump, bump, bump,
And then one vice is just come.
bump, bump, bump.
And then one vice is just come on. And then one down, and then one down. And then one vice is just
Whoa.
hey. I'm gonna get you too. And then one vice is just
Yeah, bump, bump, bump.
Horsey knows what he's doing with the ball gag.
I think you just galloped into a win.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be on stage with the ball gag, but
I don't know, man. Brown Beady kind of nailed it.
You'll get the full song. Whoever wins, full song to open up Headphone Karaoke on Friday night.
Test Forrester in the chat room wants to know what the F is going on.
It's the show.
is Kevin out of town again?
He just tuned in and Kevin's got a ball gag in his mouth.
And I'm prancing around.
Like a horse.
Okay, all right. Who's up next? Are we going in order here?
I'll go.
Okay. All right.
Samantha said in the chat room, she goes, wow, terrifying.
All right. Ball gag headphone karaoke here. We're strapping on the BDISM ball gag. And you're going to be singing a Queen song for anybody who went to the show on Saturday night at BB&T Center and loved it.
You're going to be tough to beat, man.
Hi, that was good. Like I said, if people want to hear the whole version of Another One Bites the Dust, I'll kick that off on Friday with that. Virginia is doing, whoa, that looks tighter.
It does look real tight.
Whoa.
I don't like it.
Oh, come on.
I don't like it
Virginia.
because we can still hear her talk.
It's not enough?
It's not enough.
It hurts.
I'll give you a compliment, though.
It hurts.
It makes your teeth look really good.
Really? Oh, I can push it out with my teeth and do this.
Okay.
Oh, Virginia's going to get out of a punishment? How weird.
Weird.
Killed sudden death. Now she's trying to kill Headphone Karaoke.
Okay, here we go. Virginia's going to be singing a Queen song. Which one we doing?
Somebody to love.
Somebody to Love. Okay.
Somebody to lunk. What?
All right, let's hear Virginia's performance.
It's one like a little caress on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and cry. Lord, I feel like if I never knew, but I just can't get no relief. Oh, somebody, if find me, somebody.
Oh, yeah. That was good. Okay.
You just sound like you're at karaoke. You've had a few.
So wet.
Oh, so wet. Oh, my gosh.
I am
Oh,
leaky.
you are very spitty.
Oh, she peed 2 different times last week, and she had this is a true story. She had to use the air blower to clean herself.
The leaf blower
blower
to dry my underpants.
That's how classy
He
he got.
fell back, and it just made me laugh.
Oh, I think I saw the video of that. That was
Oh.
awesome.
She peed twice.
You have to have so many bruises on you.
I am
We-
so
I think I saw
sore.
you fall like 8 times.
We put 2 bits together. We put Name That Nut
Yeah.
and the leaf blower together.
I did. I saw it was the cashews.
It was cashews.
Yeah, I
They
saw it.
ricocheted ate off his teeth and knocked him back in his chair.
I am very sore.
It was a good fall. It was a real
I
good
couldn't
fall.
help myself. I peed.
Yeah. I get it. It's
tight, Dave.
very funny.
Get it tight.
Make it tight.
Oh, he wants it real tight. Oh, Denny's.
Yes, Denny.
Do you get the feeling they've done this before?
This is just a regular Monday.
Nothing new.
We did it for work.
What?
For work.
Okay, which one's Jaybird doing here? He's doing a Queen song. We're doing ball gag headphone karaoke.
Radio Gaga.
Oh, I love this. All we need.
It's like Ozzy.
Yeah, oh, that's right. If you saw the
It's like Live Aid?
Bohemian Rhapsody movie. This was in there. They did that. Okay, let's hear how Jaybird does.
There's a sign.
I don't know when to clap.
Oh, shirtless.
It looks great.
Spank Denny's,
yeah.
spank Denny's, spank Denny's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's so tan. Look at him. He's the brown beauty.
You're brown as a little biscuit.
My goodness. Wow.
You been sunbathing nude?
I do a lot of stuff nude.
Yeah. Outside,
Lucky
obviously.
neighbors.
You got bright lights.
Oh yeah, I think one neighbor definitely can see me sunbathe nude.
Okay. You get to vote for one of us to open up headphone karaoke on Friday night at Brother Jimmy's Rosemary Square at 7 o'clock.
My vote's for Brown Beauty.
Okay.
It was good.
It was real good.
It was good. He took his shirt off, too. I assume, will we get that on Friday? We allowed to take our shirt off there?
It gets too. That's too real. I think.
He doesn't want girls to see it.
Yeah, I don't want girls to see how gross I am in the light.
Okay. All right, who's going to be? 877-979-WRMF. Okay, Friday night, we're doing headphone karaoke. Going to be back at Brother Jimmy's, 7 o'clock, Friday night. Okay. Question is, who's going to be opening up headphone karaoke with the ball gag in their mouth singing a Queen song?
Question: can we wear a Freddie Mercury mustache?
Absolutely. In fact, I
Okay.
need to really add to it.
Okay.
Yeah, we just actually bring that for the winner.
And a pleather outfit.
I love it.
That's the way to kick off some headphone karaoke. We got Chris on here from Stewart. Chris, what do you think? Who did the best job? Who deserves to open up headphone karaoke on Friday? And then also, who did the worst?
How can you not love the pairing of somebody to love with a ball gag in their mouth?
It's good. That was good.
It's like the perfect pairing.
I can tell you how one would not like it. Virginia was singing.
Aw. Haters gonna hate. I'm just over here winning.
You're right. Haters gonna hate. Don't play. Hate the game.
What?
Okay.
It just sounded
Don't play, hate the game?
I don't know.
Is that what you said?
Well, you got Chris's vote, but right now it looks like I'm in a strong lead. I'll have Denny's put up a poll.
Look at that.
Okay.
He's gone for 3 days, and then he comes back. First competition, he wins it by a landslide. Oh, Summer of Rig is still
Denny's,
going on.
if you put up that Facebook post just so we can get all the just how much I did win by.
He's not taking any more calls because he doesn't want to put any on the air
You're
that say
right.
it was me.
Yeah,
He only lets calls on that say it was him. He's mad that guy got through.
wow,
That's
Riggsy.
it.
Rigsy's back.
Riggy's back. That's right. 3 days in Orlando.
Control your boy.
He's
All
your
back.
boy.
Good luck. All right, what you need to call somebody out here for today. We're starting off with a round of Narc on your neighbor because of the story that is going on in Palm Beach Gardens in Ibis. A neighbor is feeding the vultures. And apparently they're getting into back patios and thrashing around, attacking each other, blood everywhere. And I guess vultures have a defense mechanism where they like vomit. And so they're vomiting all over the place and it smells like rotting corpses.
That is
Terrible.
awful.
That's
You
unbelievable.
thought you had it bad with the mockingbirds.
my
Imagine you
gosh.
have vomiting vultures.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine laying in your
Unbelievable.
bed and hearing a vulture wings hitting your window? I'm out here eating your food.
It's terrible. I mean, bad smell, terrible noises,
All those neighbors,
screaming.
they need to rise up and seriously make this woman stop who is feeding them.
They're trying.
What's weird about the vultures in our neighborhood, They are always in a huge gang, and they don't come around often. They come around every so often. You'll see them for about 3 or 4 days, and then they're out. They're gone.
Some of the complaints that people are sending in here right now via text. My neighbor feeds cats. There's over 15 wild feral cats roaming around my cul-de-sac.
It's a good way to get rats, too. If you leave out all that dog food...
I think the cats will eat the rats.
They will, but if you're leaving out dog food and there's no cats, you will get rats. The cat food, the cat's
I know.
good.
I got
the
them
cats
in my
will get 'em.
backyard. Yeah, we got no cats. Actually, can I get 2 of those cats for my backyard? That'd be nice. Just add to it. Somebody said, "Yeah, my neighbor converted their garage into an apartment, and now they got a family of 5 living there, and they have no kitchen, so they cook their meals on the grill."
5 people live in the garage?
Apparently so. Family of 5 living there. So
that's a lot of people.
There you go. That sounds familiar too. A lot of things going on here.
Yeah.
Might be Mexican if ... Somebody said, I got an a-hole neighbor who uses his yard as a parking space for his own personal dump truck. I mean, an actual dump truck. We're not zoned for housing commercial vehicles, and he's got multiple citations, but still parks right there in his yard. And best, he revs it up in the middle of the night. Total douche.
That one neighbor, the girl that walks that big old dog off the leash that takes dumps, ever since I called her
the
out...
The dog takes dumps, not the girl.
The girl does not take That would be a problem.
That would be kind of awesome.
It
I'm
would.
sorry.
If you imagine the dog's just watching her, like, what are you doing?
Why are you doing that?
That's my job.
Ever since I called her out, I've not seen her out there one time. I've been waiting for her. I think we shamed her.
She changed her
I
path.
think she changed
Shut her down?
I think we shut her down.
I wonder if she's picking up the poo or he's just leaving poos in different areas.
She might have gone to a different area, but not my problem no more.
Olivia here from Stewart's got to call out an upstairs neighbor. What are they doing, Olivia?
Hey guys, I have the worst upstairs neighbor ever. So I'm at work all day, my family's at work all day, and they're pretty quiet. And then 1 o'clock in the morning hits through about 4 o'clock, and it sounds like they're either rearranging their furniture or they're bowling or I don't even know what, but it is so freaking loud.
Bowling.
And then on top of that, I said something to one of our neighbors, like they're doing it every single night. They're in and out of the back porch. They're slamming glass door, closing and opening all night. So I told one of my other neighbors, and I don't know if it got back to them, but all of a sudden, around my front porch, every day I would come home to this really sticky, as if you spilled Kool-Aid on the ground. My feet were sticking into it.
They're loud
I kept
and
cleaning
sticky?
it every day.
And now
I don't know what it was.
Oh, they're doing this on purpose now.
I can tell you what's going on because I have been in this kind of battle before. Do you remember when I lived downstairs and I had that techno couple and all they did was play music and have sex from 10 p.m. till about 4 in the morning, and it got so bad I had to punch my ceiling. He comes down, we have a bunch of words. They were throwing cigarette butts. They put Kool-Aid to this girl. They were doing cigarette butts to me.
Yeah, because you complained.
'Cause I
They made
complained.
it worse.
That's because
It's a war. You need to go and light their mat on fire.
A lot of noisy neighbors, a lot of neighbors being messy, and then probably the number one complaint, maybe it's because of our vulture story, is feeding other animals. And somebody said they're feeding the Muscovy ducks, those early ducks, and so they're breeding like crazy and pooping everywhere.
They have shells and barnacles on their nose, and they are extremely mean.
Well, you'd be mean too.
They are another. I don't want to keep making it sound like I live in this war zone of animals, but the ducks are relentless where I live too.
Oh, I know.
They attack.
This is Florida, baby.
It is.
Gotta watch yourself out there. They're gonna eventually take over. They will. Somebody said, I want to call out my neighbor. He's like a grandfather to my kids. And he was like a dad to me until he made sexual comments that he wanted to get into my pants.
Oh, no.
So now I don't go outside anymore, neither do my kids.
Oh, no.
He said it to her or the kids?
He's like grandpap. He said it to her, the mom. So the mom, it's like they got a neighbor, and he's like he's like a dad to me. He's like a grandfather to my kids. And I come out, he's like, I'd really like to get in your pants one day. I'm like, yeah.
Gramps.
Maybe he's losing it upstairs.
He's not losing it downstairs.
I want to just in a regular call out. Oh my gosh, I saw the biggest douchebag truck I've ever seen in my entire life. And of course, I'm pulling into the Boca Mall on Saturday, and I'm like, I hear like a boat horn. I'm like, what the heck is going on? It was so alarming because here I am in traffic. I'm like, what is this? Where is this coming from?
Was he honking at you?
I don't know. It was so loud. It was an all-encompassing, like it just took over the whole. And I realized it's this big black truck. It's jacked up. It's one of the biggest trucks I've ever seen in my life. And it's honking at a car in front of it because it's not going fast enough. But it's still going at a pretty good speed, but not fast enough for this truck.
Are you sure the truck just didn't see the Kevin Ross? He's like, Kevin, I'm a big fan.
No, it was in
Okay,
front of me,
all right.
and it was off a little bit to the side because I'm looking around because it was startling. You ever have like a siren or a horn, something like that, starting in traffic? And I look, and I'm like, and then he did it again. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's coming from that truck. And then I don't know what he did, but all of a sudden he goes, brrr, and this massive, huge black cloud comes out of the back of his truck.
He truck farted?
Yes, he truck farted.
Did it happen on purpose, or was
I
it
don't know.
like a backfire?
It was like he was sending a final, like he just annoyed and honked at everybody because they weren't getting into the mall fast
Exclamation
enough. And then he
point.
just went and just truck farted on everyone. I've never seen anything like it.
Can you do that? Can you make your truck fart on command?
It's a great question. I don't know. It was unbelievable. I'm like, wow.
My truck's not man enough.
Your truck doesn't work.
It actually, as mean as her comments are, she's right. It's been in the parking lot for 2 weeks.
His truck's dead.
Oh, yeah.
And it's here
Still
at work.
sitting there.
They are going to tow it.
I got my, they
You'd be doing him a favor.
They aren't going to tow it because they think I park there every day. I get there before the I have the whole
Like
thing
he's
worked
so
out.
dedicated.
Yeah,
This guy's here all night.
Man, he works on the weekend.
Does he ever go home?
I got my dad's shaggin' wagon. We're
Yeah.
good.
Let me see. I believe Jaybird has to call out Baby Rocco, too. Because Rocco has foiled his action figure plan.
What happened?
So yesterday, Baby Rocco came over, and he is so adorable. I love that kid so much. His voice is the perfect little kid voice right now.
It is.
But so he was over in my vintage toy section, and I have this whole case there.
Uh-oh.
And there's a key to keep it locked.
He loves keys
He loves-
and doors, and I can't tell you how many keys he's lost.
Well, he pulled out the key, and he's like, I got the key, Jaybird. And I don't like correcting kids that when their parents are in the room, especially. So I thought I saw him put the key back in there. I'm like, all right, that's good. That's good. Well, he locked the cabinet. The key is gone, and I have to literally get something out of that cabinet today because I'm meeting somebody to do a whole trade.
Oh.
Does Rocco have my key?
He was playing with some keys. I think he put it in his pocket.
I think he has my cabinet key, which I kind of need today. So I'm calling out your kid.
I'm sorry. He does have sticky fingers when it comes to keys, and he's obsessed with anybody's doors, all that.
I just hate when there's little kids around and they're doing something where you're supposed to say something, but their parent is there. I've been yelled at before for correcting a kid.
You can yell at my kid.
I get it.
You can.
Somebody said that, yeah, that's a diesel truck in Boca, and you can make it do that on purpose. Apparently, some people will do that. And
Truck farts.
someone else texted and said, yeah, I've seen this truck. He does it on purpose from what I can tell. So apparently that's his thing. Cruises
course
around
that's
town
his
and
thing. You don't
lays
do-
on the horn, honks on everybody with this big boat horn, and then truck farts on him.
You get truck farts because you're trying to send a message to everybody. Truck farts are not accidental.
It's a switch on your dash, and you do it on command.
What a douche.
It was, like I said, that was the only thing I could say. I'm like, this may be the douchiest man alive.
I mean,
It's the douchiest truck I've ever seen.
Isn't that breaking some kind of code of emissions?
And it doesn't fit in Boca.
Aren't we
It's
not
crazy.
supposed to have emissions? And this guy gets an aftermarket emissions machine?
Somebody said, I've seen this truck, and it's got a sticker on the back window that says Black Trucks Matter.
No, it does
Yes, it
not.
does.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
This is the guy?
It's the most
That's-
unbelievable. Aside from John Ferrari or whatever his name was.
Johnny Ferrari.
Johnny Ferrari that was parking in the handicap spot.
Which he stopped doing.
Yeah, he did.
They told us he stopped doing that.
Yeah.
So truck fart wants this kind of attention. He loves it.
he loves it.
He loves getting
Yeah.
people mad.
He also has no personality. This is all he's got.
And I was wrong. It's a train horn, not a boat horn.
Oh my!
So he has a train horn on the truck, and then he hits the thing, and like he'll lay on the horn on you, and then he'll truck fart on you.
Train horns and truck farts. Amazing.
Can't
Yeah.
you get a ticket for that? He's putting all this stuff on his truck that's scaring people that are fragile, like Kevin, when they're in
Yes.
traffic. Can't you get a ticket for that? You can't be truck farting on people and a train horning them.
It's got a term. It's called rolling coal. Yeah, and I would think you should be able to get some kind of ticket. People are like, yeah, apparently this guy's very well known around there. So there you go.
Oh, he's probably in his truck right now, shirtless, listening, closing his eyes, smoking a ciggy, loving every minute of it.
Yeah,
He's
this
thinking
is
of
his
all the
thing.
ways he can bring Kevin down.
Oh yeah, we're making this. We're making this guy.
You almost did this weekend.
You scared our poor, fragile, feeble
I was
Kev.
like one of those cats. Helen's on here from Boynton. She's got a narc on a neighbor. This is terrible, too. What is it your neighbor likes to do at night, Helen?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
This is I was good, but I'm still like sitting here, can't even believe this happened. I was out on the porch one night. It was late. My lights were off, and he's urinating off of the second balcony onto my porch area where my kid plays and my dog lays. And I'm like, is this really happening right now? And I stuck my head around the corner, and he had one hand on his wiener and one hand on his mouth, like, oh, because I cold busted him.
Wow.
What did he?
Since then, needless to say, but I could not believe it.
Did he say anything when you busted him?
Not one word, just literally one hand on the wiener and one hand on his mouth, because he got cold busted. I haven't seen him much since then either, to be honest with you.
Good for you. That's unbelievable. He just peed right out the balcony, right onto Helen's porch.
The nerve.
Great story.
He
there,
didn't
Helen.
think anyone was watching.
I wonder how many times he did that before he got caught.
Yeah, have you
Did
ever
you
heard?
do something? Oh, come on.
Nasty.
Not his
Yeah.
first time.
We see you, nasty.
You think your rain and thunder is just your neighbor up there, peeing and farting. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Got an arc on a neighbor. It's 877-979-9763. Gosh, I'm so excited for that show on Friday.
Are you going?
I can. I got cocktails and karaoke. But I will be doing a Backstreet Boys song though on Friday.
He's got his own show. He's doing.
I got my own show, yeah. but it's like one of those things because my wife wouldn't go to that concert with me. So, like, who am I going to go to that show with? Okay, if I didn't have cocktails and karaoke, how could a middle-aged dude like myself go to a Backstreet Boys show by themselves?
You know,
You are going to look weird by yourself.
Are you kidding me? I'm like, yeah. And I'm singing that song. Come on, I can't do that.
The Queen wouldn't go?
No.
chug 3 beers and just go in there and just rock it.
That's even great. Yeah, when the guy looks like he's tipsy and probably hammered too.
Power drinking by himself.
Drink a bunch of White Claw and go.
No, do not ever drink White Claw. In fact, nobody, we're signing a pact today. No one on the KVJ show ever drinks White Claw ever again.
We were going to do a bit, so everybody has to try it. But when you try White Claw, you have to be the only one doing it, and everybody else has to stay sober.
You need a spot person.
You need a spotter. You should not do White Claw in groups.
I had a spot. I had Virginia and Denny's looking out for me on Friday. Denny's took me home. I mean, Kevin, my day turned into an epic, got into a huge fight with a family member about matters of the heart. I drew a line in the sand saying, they're not going to go to the wedding, then I'm not going. It was awful.
There's something about the claw. I think it does make you a little bit more cantankerous.
It does.
It
I don't
makes
know
you
what
have
it
all
is.
these opinions that you normally don't have.
Well, it's because you have 12 drinks in your system. That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Fun thing, so you can go back and check out that video, see how the bird did, and Lana did.
Lana popped up.
Yeah, she did.
Popped out.
Very controversial, that Lana. And very mentally tiring.
Exhausted.
She was giving so many lap dances to people that didn't want them.
Lana's hips don't lie, and Lana's lips are and hips are sore. Not lips, I meant hips.
Could be, though.
You don't know what she does in the champagne room.
Yeah.
Her lips might be sore.
You really don't know. Virginia and her husband, Panda, they had a bet going on. Now, apparently, they both know cars about as well as Jaybird and Denny's. Because you guys got into an argument about what this car was. You'd taken a photo of it. You posted up on your social media and said, well, I think, one of you thought it was a Porsche, the other one thought it was a Toyota?
Yes.
Well, that's quite a difference.
It's a very big difference. And we said, yeah, whoever's wrong has to post a sexy picture on Facebook. Like, real sexy.
But is it going to be, if you lose, is it going to be one of those things where we just get one of those artistic shots of your legs kind of, you know what I mean? Or are you going to go full gorilla?
Do you really want to see it?
I don't, but the audience does.
I'm doing you a favor by keeping it tucked away.
It. What is it?
I think you know.
I do know.
Keeping it tucked away. I don't know. Actually,
I think you know.
I think I know what it is.
It is. Well, the problem with your post is it became evident pretty quick that both of you were drastically wrong.
So wait, it wasn't a Toyota or a Porsche?
No, I think it was a Mitsubishi, if I remember right.
What?
Yeah.
I never heard of this car.
So that means you guys have to do a photo shoot together, Yoko Ono, John Lennon style.
Ooh. Recreate that album, that picture?
Well, that was the question. I think, yeah, which one should they recreate? And we could post that up. Maybe we'll do something. Post it on Facebook, Denny's, and because you can get a meme of anything anymore. And if you got a famous, sexy duo photo, guy, girl, let us know what it is. And the one we find most funny, we'll have Virginia and Panda recreate.
I love it.
So that'll be it.
That'll be fun.
That's how you settle it, and then you guys have to stop making car bets because you're both radically wrong.
He's a photographer, so we can really get into this.
Oh, yeah, you can.
We were going to do a bit while you were gone, and in the last hour, we decided to punt on it. Instead of name that nut, we were going to do name that butt. We all took pictures of our butt.
We took them. We submitted them and took them.
And then we were going to insert them because we knew social media would not allow them.
Insert them what? Wait, what are you inserting?
We were going to...
Guess what? It was his idea.
We were going to...
Shocker.
Butt Play Bennington has an insert in the butt idea.
No, we were going to insert them in the After the Show podcast, just the pictures, so we couldn't get in trouble.
Have them pop up in the YouTube feed.
Yeah, so you could...
Will YouTube punt that or no?
Yeah.
Oh, they will.
But we were going to try to get away with it, and then if they punted it, then oh well.
Since it was the middle of the podcast, we'd probably be okay because they never got privy to my butt in the KVJ horror movie. So I think we'd be okay for that. White Claw over here decided, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's going to get us in trouble.
Yeah.
Would you have been mad if we would have done that bit? Or
Name that butt.
And we,
Just if my butt's not in it.
It wasn't
butt's
your
not in
butt.
it.
It was full on, though.
It was
I said I'd be mad. My butt not in it. I mean, I don't get to play.
Yeah, you do have the best butt. You should totally be in it.
Would we have possibly gotten into any kind of trouble with management?
I don't know. There's
That's
so
why
many,
I didn't
like,
know.
there's. It seems like, you know what? Doing a radio show today, it's like walking blindfolded in a room of rat traps. Yeah, I don't know. There's always something.
And the rats have knives.
I always try to think of every pitfall, and then something I don't think of always snaps up and gets us. I like it, but I just don't know.
The whole time I was thinking, Kevin's at this podcast convention with our bosses. This is the time when we get edgy and put our butts in the podcast. And then you're going to come back. What are you guys doing?
You got us in
And
trouble.
we have no YouTube channel.
Yeah, we can't do nudity.
We got knocked off of YouTube.
I'd be like, hey guys, the good news, I found out YouTube's the #1 platform for podcasts. Well, Kev, the bad news is our YouTube channel got suspended.
All right, good. Okay, we made the right call, man. It was the right call.
We didn't want to get in trouble without you here.
We were seconds away from going with
Maybe there's
that.
another way we can do it. Well, you know, we'll work
We
on
all
it.
did extensive butt photo shoots.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We put some work into it.
Okay.
Name that butt.
Okay. Yeah.
It would have been name that new job, maybe.
How many radio stations can we be on in this town?
We're running out of
We're going to tap out eventually.
We are running out. They're going to put us on oldies.
So yeah, go check out our Facebook page if you've got like a image that's popping into your mind right now. And I think the John Lennon, Yoko Ono in bed is a really good one to start off with.
Does
If
she
you got-
she show side boob in that one?
Whatever they show, you got to show.
At one point, I'm pretty sure they show full frontal. There's pictures of them bearing it all.
You're not getting that.
Well, I mean, I thought we were going to step it up in 19. Oh, no, we weren't.
I am not putting the squirrel on social.
The
No.
squirrel.
Would you put the crack on social?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to see where the line's at.
Back crack or front crack?
Not the front crack. Nobody
I
calls
have to ask with you.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. No one calls it front crack.
I should have known it was the back crack.
Okay, coming up here, we got the Florida headline match game. First one, I'll let you take a guess on. What do you think here? Naked Florida man holding blank walks through neighborhood with erection, says rain makes him horny. Okay. Naked Florida man holding blank walks through neighborhood with erection, says rain makes him horny. Is it A, umbrella, B, cooking oil, or C, rubber chicken? What do you think? This is an actual headline that appeared here in the state of Florida. I took one word out. Which is the word that I took out that belongs in the blank?
I want it to be rubber chicken, but I think it's oil.
I think it's umbrella, Ella.
All right, if you want to get the VIP passes that we've got for the Kids World coming up on Saturday or Sunday. Includes 2 tickets, 2 adult tickets, 2 ride-all-day wristbands, and 2 flashy blinky toys.
Nice.
You can jump on and play with us right now. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Oh, yeah, Florida, we got some crazy things going on around here. And what we got for you is the Florida headline match game right now. These are actual headlines that have come out of the state of Florida. What you got to do is tell us what is the word that belongs in the blank. Now, the first headline that we got here says, naked Florida man holding blank walks through neighborhood with erection, says rain makes him horny. That actually was in a publication.
I understand the rain part. The rain, I think, brings people in the mood.
Well, it really got him in the mood.
And nude.
So what else would work with this? What belongs in the blank? Naked Florida man holding blank. Is it A, umbrella, B, cooking oil, or C, rubber chicken?
Cooking oil.
And you said umbrella, Virginia?
Yes.
Okay, we got Julie on here from Port St. Lucie. Hello, Julie.
Hey, good morning.
Okay, we actually get a lot of our stories from your lovely town. Not sure where this one's from, but what do you think belongs in the blank here?
We have chicken, umbrella, or oil.
Rubber chicken, umbrella, or cooking oil?
Okay.
Yeah.
At first, I want to say cooking oil.
Gonna go cooking oil, you agree with Jaybird.
Yeah.
You're right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
No
cooking
way.
oil. Yeah, it is. Umbrella makes too much sense, and there's nothing in the story that makes sense.
Yeah, because exactly. If he likes the rain, umbrella would not work.
You're right, because in a sense, that's a protector of what's making you horny.
That's
you
a
want the rain
condom,
to-
almost, in a sense. In a way, from a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view.
Semantics.
Yes. Okay, so you got cooking oil for whatever reason.
Huh.
All right, what do you think about this one here? Florida man pauses police chase to rehydrate with stolen Capri Sun. Says blank makes him thirsty. What belongs in the blank there? Is it A, driving, B, crime, or C, smoking crack?
Oh,
It's crack.
definitely crack.
Please let it be crack.
There's no way it's not crack.
Let it be crack. Julie, what do you think belongs in the blank there?
Crime.
Gonna go with crime? No, that one is incorrect. You
No.
guys were right here on the show. It was smoking crack makes him thirsty. And anybody who smokes a lot of crack, you know how thirsty that makes you.
Well, you have to hydrate.
You gotta hydrate. That's the one thing it says on every bottle of crack or whatever you buy.
It's a warning label.
Yeah.
I get dehydrated just drinking beer. I can only imagine what crack does to you. I'm sure it really dries you out.
And this guy's in a police chase.
Yeah. Adrenaline's going.
It's tough. It's really tough what he's doing there. I got one more here for you. The Florida headline match game. It's a real headline from the state of Florida. Hardware store discards 15 feet of carpet after Florida man rolls himself up in it and blanks. Okay. Hardware store discards 15 feet of carpet after Florida man rolls himself up in it and blanks. What does he do? Is it A, pees, B, farts, C, dies?
Oh. Is poop not an option?
No, it's not.
Could
not
it
in
be
this one.
B and C, he farts, then he dies?
Oh, it's terrible.
I'm going to go
That's
with...
a powerful fart.
I think it's die.
I think it's die.
I do think it's die.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately.
All right, what do you think here, Julie?
I'm going to say he died.
You're going to say that he died. I'm going to say you're all incorrect.
It's fart, isn't it?
No, peas.
Pee?
Yeah, he decided that he had to go to the bathroom, and in his mind,
Oh, my God.
I can't find a place to go, so he rolls himself up in the carpet. Oh, I feel so good. And then just gets right out. The guy's like, what am I going to do with this? They had to throw it away. So, there you go. All right, well, you got 1 out of 3, Julie. We'll hook you up with the
headline.
nice little VIP passes. You get to come out to check out the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital Kids World. It's the VIP experience with 2 kids tickets, 2 adult tickets, 2 ride-all-day wristbands, and 2 flashy blinky toys, okay?
Cool. Thank you, guys. You have a good morning.
You
You
the same.
too.
Do y'all know, are they serving alcohol again this year, or did they stop that? Did it get too
I think
weird?
they did have beer last year.
They absolutely had beer last year. It was the first time I remember.
It
'cause I
doesn't feel right.
I usually have to drink at the pregame for that thing.
Yeah. Went right for it, huh?
You don't have kids. You can drink all you want.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and I do.
We got to get some clarification on that.
Well, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, we got a couple other Florida headlines that's making the whacked out news here today. I mean, we had the one about the vultures attacking the house in Ibis and Palm Beach Gardens. And coming up in a couple of minutes, we're going to have people smuggling gators in odd spots. Places you might not expect in your whacked out news after a new VMK. Oh, yeah, they're cranking some new stuff out.
I know. We had the world debut when you weren't here on Friday. The Snack Pack was in the studio with us.
Oh, yeah. I know. Big stuff, like a behind the music.
It's the censored one, right?
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
right.
Oh, you're dropping bombs.
He is. This is the Snack King, if you haven't heard it yet.
The Value Meal Killer. Sasquatch Recordings.
I'll get you anything you want, anything you need. I'll get you Taco Bell, Burger King, and Mickey D's. My cheese fries will make you open your thighs. I'll feed you pizza pie until the day you die. And I'm gonna make you chocolate chip cookies. They'll taste so good, they make you howl like a Wookiee. Hey, boo! I'm gonna get you to slobber on them cheddar biscuits they make it Red Lobster.
He's got so many snacks you'll think it's heaven.
My bedroom is just like a 7-Eleven.
He don't have herpes,
but I got Slurpees. I got Hot Pockets and I got beef jerky. I'm a snack fiend and I need a snack queen, and that will help me clean out the vending machine.
He's the Snack King, so y'all better get ready.
I'm gonna eat you up like your little Debbie.
He's a Snack King, baby. He's got stacks of snacks that'll drive y'all crazy. He's a Snack King, ladies. So play with his biscuits and slurp up his gravy. Bow down to the Snack King, bow. You know I'm gonna eat that. Snack pack, snack gang, we love snacks. We eat snacks like a crowd can smoke the Snack King.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Yeah. A lot of crazy animal stories going on here. State of Florida. We heard earlier on the show about these vultures. They've been attacking this home and neighborhood because one of the neighbors is feeding them dog food and chicken. And vultures love chicken.
Oh, they love roasted chicken.
Yeah. Wrecking this house in Ibis in Palm Beach Gardens. Well, now authorities in Charlotte County, Florida have pulled over a 22-year-old Michael Clemens because he ran a stop sign. But when they looked in the car, they saw his passenger, 25-year-old Ariel, that was in there. And they heard weird noises. And saw like a frog leaping around. They're like, what's going on in there? Like, well, we're just into the underpass collecting frogs and snakes. That's what we do here in Charlotte County. Well, the driver then gave the deputy permission to look through the back. When they did, they found 41 three-striped turtles in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack. So apparently they love turtles.
Can you do that, though? Can you just take a bunch of animals like that?
Oh, it don't sound right. Say it out loud.
It sounds ridiculous, and now you're driving around.
So the cop asked this Wiley, too, is that all you got? And that's when the 25-year-old Ariel said, well, I got this right here, and pulls a small alligator right out of her pants.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, my gosh. What?
She was keeping the alligator in her pants?
Smuggling a gator in her pants. A small alligator, just put it right down in her pants. I don't know.
Did she have a rubber band around the mouth?
I don't know. The gator's going to be like, what are you doing to
Help!
me? Right.
Thank God you pulled them over, officer.
Oh, my goodness. She was sentenced to probation after she pled guilty to 4 charges of illegal wild animal possession. So you're right. You can't just make what's in nature your very own.
Gotcha.
There's some videos, too, that came out last week. One showed an 8-foot alligator swimming in the middle of a busy road in Pinellas Park. here in Florida, and another one was climbing a fence, Virginia.
I told you,
Yep,
those gators
yep.
climb fences.
Yeah, they
And
do.
trees. They can climb. They are very mobile.
Well, we've got a gator, and I was like, don't worry, Mags. We're putting up a pool fence. Don't worry. Gators can't climb fences. Sure enough, she showed me like 5 videos of gators climbing fences.
Yeah.
They do it all the time.
They don't play.
Will we ever get to a point where they are able to pick locks? Honestly.
Hot wire cars.
Yeah, I'm just saying. They're getting really smart.
Lawless and godless, those gators. There's a woman in Lake Worth Beach that got upset. She took her dog to Amore's Pet Salon Dog Grooming Daycare and Boarding Spa. Now, it's one of those snickerdoodles or whatever they call those dogs. Labradoodles or something like that.
Is it fluffy and puffy?
I think it's part Labrador and part Snickers. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like Labradoodle snicker
Yeah.
face. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, it was kind of like a blonde or tan dog, and then when it came back, it had neon green eyebrows and pink ears.
Uh-oh, she didn't ask for the color job?
No, but apparently they got a little bit creative when it came to...
That's a little
She's not happy.
too creative.
She's not happy.
Yeah, if I drop Chewy off and he comes out looking like a punk rocker, am I mad or am I...
You would
probably be
love
mad.
it.
I would love it.
Would you love it?
Yeah, well,
Would you?
You would love a peacocking dog.
If Chewy was cool with it, if he was acting all squirrely after, I would not love it. But if he was fine, I'd be like, yeah, I kind of love it.
Does the dog know that it's colored?
If it's uncomfortable, I think with physical, it will know.
Okay.
There's a guy in New Jersey that invited a woman over for a 4 a.m. booty call a few weeks ago.
4 a.m.?
Oh, yeah, Mama.
That's when she got the call? Oh, I'd hang up on that.
Hey, Grandma, some people like to get laid early in the morning.
He probably was up drinking is what it was. It's 4 a.m. because when she came over, he fell asleep before she even got there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
She's going to be pissed.
She was pretty mad. Yeah, she set his house on fire.
It's a move.
Spice it up.
Strong move.
Thankfully, he woke up and escaped. But had to go to the hospital.
He definitely did not deserve to die.
Wow. Do not call me up for a booty call and then not be awake. She was all ginned up and ready to go.
She does not play.
No, she does not play.
At 4 a.m., you know she was so hammered.
Yeah. Well, a guy in Crestview, Florida got into an argument with his girlfriend last week. And he said, oh, yeah, I'll show you. So he used a front end loader to dump a load of dirt on top of her car.
Oh, no. That is messy.
A lot of dirt, and it got all inside.
Oh.
It is messy. They arrested him for felony criminal mischief. Which, I mean, come on. You want to make a point?
They should. You can't be dumping dirt on people's car.
You shouldn't.
You should not be allowed to get away with that.
Should not be able to get away with that. And he did not. But I'm just kind of curious if there's anybody who's done something petty to a current or an ex.
You have.
Oh, yeah, I have. I've got a short. Don't worry, I'm going to lead off the stories. I do have one myself. I want to hear what you got. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. There was a woman in New York that returned her vehicle. She has a truck. Found something weird in the bed of it, though. She was just grocery shopping, came back in to put her groceries in the truck, and she's like, oh, there's a dead guy. She called the cops. They're now investigating. You say, okay, how did you wind up with a dead guy in the back of your truck? And how did he die? They don't know yet.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. There's a town in Wales that's trying to cut back on people having sex in its public bathrooms. So they got an interesting strategy here. They added motion detectors that will spray water on the people getting it on. And now how they detect that motion, I don't know. Because let's just say that you have an odd way of pooping and it thinks that your way of pooping, I mean, how terrible would that be if you're in there and you, I don't know.
You're a bizarre
let's say
pooper.
You poop like this. I don't know. That's just your thing. If you're watching Kvj Tv, you get what I'm saying. But imagine it. This is just your thing. And it goes, oh, someone's having sex. So all of a sudden you're getting a shower while you're going number 2.
Nobody poops like that.
I don't know, Virginia. Some people might.
That's not true. There definitely somebody does poop how Kevin's doing it, but it's very rare.
It actually might scientifically help.
Would you watch video compilations of people pooping? I think
In
I
weird
would.
ways?
I think I would.
Do people have odd ways? Saying,
Yes.
yeah, nobody poops the way I do. Other than the squatty potty.
Some people stand when they poop. They,
No.
yeah, at Virginia, I'll show you the literature.
I've heard the stand and wiping thing, which is crazy to me, but I never heard the stand to poo.
I've never heard the bouncing poo where you're up and down.
The twerking poo?
That actually seems like, again, scientifically, that might help. I don't know. Just saying.
I would watch it.
Okay. There's a woman in Arizona that hired a professional cuddler for some cuddle therapy back in May.
And could you imagine this, Virginia? It turned creepy. I can't believe people are I was reading comments on this story, and people are shocked that the cuddling app turned odd.
Yeah.
The guy showed up, and he didn't just cuddle. It got, like,
I think it's 2
inappropriate.
girls.
Was it 2 girls?
She hired
I don't
a girl.
know. It says, yeah. Let's listen to the clip.
We do provide specific training and a protocol, which is intended to provide a safe avenue for clients to receive touch, which is healthy and strictly platonic. It's all based in communication, boundaries, consent, and demonstrating their understanding of that in a written form.
Well, somebody didn't hear that in a bye-bye because, yeah, it says that this cuddle sesh for cuddle therapy that happened with this woman in Arizona, she is saying it turned sexual with the female cuddler.
Some people really, I get that there's a nurturing thing about cuddling and having your hair played with. It's so gentle and peaceful, Virginia. A lot of people are going to get real turned on by that, i.e. boner or other things.
A lot of people love to be nurtured before sex.
Yes.
I think we're looking at one.
Well, who doesn't like a little cuddling, a little rubbing of the hair before a little love making? I love it.
And a bonus column out here today for a couple in Pennsylvania did one of the worst things I've heard in a while. They faked a pregnancy in May to get gifts and money. Then in July, they faked a birth using a baby doll. And then they even faked that fake baby's death and put up a GoFundMe page and raised $550 for the funeral.
Oh, my gosh. They killed their fake baby?
They killed their fake baby after taking money from their now former friends.
When did the people figure it out?
One of their friends got suspicious, called the cops. They investigated. Now they've been arrested for theft.
Wow.
What a plan. So elaborate.
That is.
But think about all the money they probably got.
Oh,
$550. Yeah.
That's it?
Yes.
Wait, how much?
All that work?
$550.
$550?
Right.
It's like a lot of work.
You need to be called out for being awful people and for not planning better.
Stupid.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
And the whacked out news just a minute ago, we were talking about that terrible family that they faked a pregnancy, birth of a baby, death of the baby, and then tried to make some money on a GoFundMe before they got caught.
But they only made $550.
You're not good.
That really says a lot about their friends. They do not have friends that give good gifts.
Here's another one of those kind of like crazy, weird birth stories. You hear about this all the time. Like, how does this happen? A South Dakota woman, she thought she had kidney stones, went to the doctor, and like, nope, you're 34 weeks pregnant with triplets.
What?
She gave birth by C-section before she left. That's how far along she was.
Oh, my gosh.
She had kidney stones before, thought, I got the worst kidney stones. Thought that's all she had. No, you're pregnant with triplets. Let's go get those things out right now.
What are the symptoms of kidney stones?
I think it's very painful. Thank God I've never had it. But I think that they say it's worse than labor because of the pain when it passes.
What are the symptoms? Do you get them creeping up on you, or all of a sudden you just have kidney stones?
I would imagine it's probably like, because I've seen what they look like, and I think when that thing hits, it's just like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Does it burn when you pee?
No, I'm just wondering. I'm afraid to
I hear
get
they're
them.
terrible. Yeah.
We work with a guy who gets them repeatedly, and he's got to get him crushed.
Repeatedly?
He's had them like 2 or 3 times since I've known him.
Gosh.
I feel like he has.
Is that just genetic and you just luck of the draw?
I like how you're asking me these medical questions that I don't know.
You might be predisposed to them, and I think diet plays a big effect.
Okay.
I've been trying to find out like what those foods are.
You better hope you don't get them from soda.
I hear soda's a big offender.
I thought somebody told me tea one time, and I pretty much wiped tea out of my diet. I used to drink a ton of it every day.
I mean,
you can get in Kevin's head real quick.
Real quick. You can change my life by just telling me one false story. It's so simple to reprogram me.
But I think it wrecks your life for a minute or two. You are down for the count.
I think until you pass it, it's excruciating, and it takes like weeks and weeks. No, thank you.
Another story in the whacked out news was a guy who was upset at his girlfriend, so he took a front end loader and dumped a whole thing of dirt on her car. He was arrested for felony mischief on that. People do petty little things. either somebody they're dating or an ex, especially.
I like being arrested for mischief.
Mischief.
That'd be a fun rap sheet to have.
They've tagged me on that a few times. Yes, criminal mischief. That's basically what was going on. I know one time there's a girl I had a disagreement. She was at her ex-boyfriend's house. I saw her car parked out front, so I decided to try to let all the air out of her tires. A very long process, by the way. Don't do that.
Every real man just slashes them.
I'm not a slasher.
Yeah, can you see
tires scare me?
He didn't have enough bicep muscle to be able to penetrate the tire wall.
You would have snapped his arm so quick.
I had to left it there. It's evidence. They just fingerprinted it.
She'd have been watching you out the window like, oh, I definitely made the right choice breaking up with that guy.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. A lot of the texts, people will sign up exes for things as a petty move. Somebody said, I signed my ex up for a ton of spam emails, including Build-A-Bear.
That's cute.
And somebody said, after my divorce in 2008, I sent my ex-husband's information to all the mail-for-mail ads on Backpage.com. He was very homophobic, so I love visualizing him opening his email with all the pictures that he would have received.
That's amazing.
That is a pretty good one, yeah. And this is crazy. Listen to Steven's story here from Del Rey. What happened after your divorce, Steven?
So this was during my divorce. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Yeah, so my ex and I were in a divorce. This is going back about 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a lot of I had to move out of the house. She had a lot of my stuff, including my baby book and my high school yearbooks, things like that. And the court had ordered to give it back. And she just didn't. And I got sick of the process after we were about 2 years into the divorce.
Oh.
And stupidly, during the course of the divorce, sometimes you get sick of the process and you do something stupid. This was really dumb. I decided that while she was out of the house, I was going to go through a back window, go in and get my yearbooks and my baby book. And my baby book had stuff from my mother from 0 to 7 years. It was
it's something you don't want to lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Because they can't replace it. So I go in, I get my stuff. I'm all proud of myself. I'm like, yeah, I did this. I come out, and there is, and we lived in a small enclave in Long Island, and there is my wife and the local, enclave police on my driveway. And
wow.
And so I'm there. They're like, what do you got? So I show them. I got my baby book and my yearbook. This is what I got.
Right.
Sorry, sir. We have to arrest you. So here I go.
Wow.
In the back of the car, taken to the local little police enclave thing we got going on there. Handcuffed to a bench for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Then
I don't understand that. I can't think of. I mean, other than your birth certificate and your own driver's license, what is more personal to somebody? How clearly
their baby book,
right? How do you arrest somebody for stealing something that's so clearly personally theirs? Did they give you an explanation? Did you get it resolved, Stephen?
So technically you can't be arrested for your own stuff.
Good.
And, the detectives put me on a felony burglary charge.
Oh, wow.
Which is insane. And by the way, there's a whole crazy story. I'm there 2 hours. I have to stay overnight. 32 hours incarcerated. And a lot of money with an attorney.
Well,
yes, it was completely waived. It was completely this was asinine. But it cost,
it costs money and it costs time, and you got to deal with the charge, and that's the thing.
And she's laughing the whole time.
You can attest to this. I'm sure there's a gazillion stories when it comes to divorce. That's where it's there should be a guidebook. I don't know what you get, but it needs to be okay. You're getting a divorce. Here's step one. You need to do all this stuff and do it by the book, the divorce book, to be okay, don't do what Steven did, even if it's your own yearbook and baby book. Don't go take it because you might wind up with a felony theft charge.
And two, if someone wants to draw it out and make it go longer because they know they're driving somebody like Steven crazy,
right? They
can. The person that wants to delay it can delay it so long and draw it out, and then it drives you nuts because you want your baby book.
Yep.
And you think about your baby book all the time.
All the time. Not fair, Steven. I thought this was great. Talking about a way you got back, the petty way you got back at an ex. Somebody said, I got so mad at my ex that I crazy glued his doggy door shut. He had 3 dogs, so he woke up to a kitchen full of crap.
That is good.
That's a really good one.
That's very creative.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, man. That's pretty good stuff. Yeah, so somebody said that I ended up signing up my ex for penile enlargement and hair replacement because he was sensitive about his hair. He ended up getting hair plugs. It actually helped him out. He's like, oh, thanks.
I needed that.
Appreciate that.
I just didn't know where to go.
Yeah. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, Virginia is faced with when you're a parent. Oh, my goodness. Boy, you can get parent of a kid or a dog. You can all of a sudden get a crazy bill. And here's the question. Do you do it or do you not do it? I know, Jaybird, you've had this, and people had this with dogs, where you take your dog and they're going, yeah, he's going to need this kind of like procedure.
Well, I got to get his eyes looked at, and I'm just looking at the price for my dog Chewy. It's so much money.
Last time you took him to the emergency vet, Jaybird's bill was $1,900.
Yeah, I spent $2,000. I had to take him to 2 places. So it was over $2,100 in the matter of an afternoon.
Wow. Oh, yeah. I can go that way.
I'd have been like, y'all keep that dog.
No, I couldn't. That's because you're a witch.
I'm sorry.
My dad, who loves his dogs, his one dog has like a meniscus tear, and it's a crazy amount for a surgery. And he's like, poor dog's like limping around, but he's like, it's a ton of money, and the dog's older too.
The other thing too is if
that's how you justify it.
Well, a lot of people do. I know a lot of people. The dog got to a certain age, and they took finances over the dog. They said they couldn't afford it. The dog would have been saved, but they just could not.
Yeah,
they couldn't afford it.
Yeah,
it's the brain stuff too. Some of the brain scanning for dogs is up to $4,000, and they tell you, they go, you got to really love your dog, and it's got to be the right situation.
If you bought that doggy insurance, would that cover the brain scan?
Again, I love how you're asking me medical questions I don't know about. Great question.
She really assumes you're very intelligent.
I don't know what happened. You did see me on Friday, right?
No, I know Chewy might be smarter.
She had to throw it in.
She's a mean witch.
She just had to throw that in there. Well, coming up here in a second, Virginia hit with the bill. Is there a way she can sidestep it? And is she a bad mom if she does not do what they are going to charge her to do for her little 4-year-old son? We'll hear about it next.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Boy, I tell you, these medical bills can be crazy. And when you're hit with it, you're like, okay, is that really necessary? People get it with their pets. Somebody texted and said, yeah, my roommate's cat had $2,900 vet bill last week.
And it's out of the blue. You never know when it's going to happen.
Oh, that's just gut punch.
Living your life, and then
$3,000.
boom.
What? Dang, that's crazy. Well, when it's your 4-year-old kid, it's a little different. Now, your son Rocco just got hit with a bill, and you're trying to think, maybe is there a way to sidestep this? Is this truly necessary to do what they want to do?
I'm just trying to save a penny over here. So
hey, we all are.
Rocco's dentist is Magnolia's dentist. Like, we've had the same dentist for like 15 years. Great guy, but he just retired.
Okay.
So he brought in a new dentist, and we love this guy too, but he's a young whippersnapper. And so he doesn't do things the way the old guy did.
Okay.
The old guy definitely went the cheaper route. He would give the kids this cocktail, and it kind of make them drunk, and then he would do the dental stuff that he had to do.
Wait, he was like giving like hooch to the kids?
No, it's not hooch. It's like it was like a medical cocktail, but it's a drink that the kids would drink, and 30 minutes later they're like, meh, they're drunk.
Where is his dentist at?
At Palm Beach Gardens. You can't go in there and get the hooch.
Okay, I mean, a man can ask.
I'm a little bit more curious what this thing is.
I don't know the name of the hooch. You know,
Was he hitting the thing himself?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But when he retired, he took the hooch with him, and now the new dentist doesn't want the hooch, doesn't use the hooch.
I wonder why.
He only will do sedation dentistry on little kids that are feisty, like Rocco. Rocco will not let the dentist do anything.
Okay.
And they have to put an IV in you and do it that way.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be probably close to $1,500, if not more.
Whoa. How much was the hooch?
The hooch was like $20.
That's because it was grain alcohol.
The hooch was so cool. Mama loves the
Did it say
hooch.
Everclear on it?
No.
Yeah, he's giving him Strawberry Boone's Farm.
No, it was like a medical hooch. It had some fancy long name I
sure it
can't
did.
pronounce.
Jack Daniels?
No. It looked and tasted like Gatorade, and Rocco loved it.
Loved it.
Yeah,
Chugged it right
he's
down.
giving your kid
Of course he
Goldschlager.
20 minutes later, he was stoned. He was drunk as a skunk, and they were able to do the dental work. Well, I guess it's bad for kids, and the new dentist doesn't like it.
Oh, imagine that.
Well, get $1,000 just to sedate him. And then everything else, whatever they have to do,
Wow.
is on top of that. $1,000, boom, just to knock him out with the IV.
Can you make Rocco run for about 45 minutes? Can I just make him tired and then take him to the dentist?
No, it gives him energy. He's real feisty.
You're
Yeah.
right. Kids get energy
They
by
get energy
running.
from
You're
running.
right.
It's
you gonna run
crazy.
We'll get tired after 45 minutes of running.
Right.
Not a 4-year-old.
I was thinking of myself.
Yeah.
So my question is, because Rocco fell and hit his front teeth, and so they're damaged, and then he has a cavity on top. There's one tooth that is literally it's just crumbling. It's falling
geez.
apart.
Baby
got
tooth or adult tooth?
baby tooth. He has
Yeah.
all baby teeth.
Good, okay.
None of these teeth are adult teeth.
Yeah.
But if I keep letting it crumble, it's going to eventually get abscess. And then it's going to turn into a whole thing where he has to go on antibiotics, and then they have to have the teeth removed, and it's a whole
I
thing.
don't see any way to get around this. I mean, unless you can get
gotta-
doctor's old hooch.
If anybody knows an old doctor in town that still uses the hooch, give me that dude's number.
You want some home dentistry?
I want the $30 hooch. No, I do not want home dentistry. No, he
Okay.
has to be a fully accredited pediatric dentist. But I want an old guy. These young guys use the fancy stuff.
They like doing it by the book, the
yeah,
legal way?
I don't like doing it by the book. I like the old guy.
Where are these moonshine dentists at? 'Cause I kind of want to go too. I'm due to go.
I'll drive you to
so-
West Virginia. I have a feeling we'll find this guy.
He's got to be legit now. He can't be in his garage doing dentistry.
Yeah. Wow.
I want the
Okay.
hooch.
All right. Some people were throwing in a couple names. Is gas okay? Like with the
No, gas is not okay.
Not okay?
They tried the gas on Rocco. It didn't work.
I'd be afraid
Okay.
to do the gas because I'm afraid the things I'd tell y'all.
Truth serum.
things I'd
Oh,
say.
right. I know. I always see that those are so unnerving, those videos where the people have gotten there. It's one of the reasons why I don't do it. I'm like, there's no way. I don't know what I might say.
But are they speaking truth? Or are they just speaking mad
I don't know.
ramblings?
It doesn't matter. All I know is my family would definitely hold every word against me.
Yes, mine would too.
And they will put
Yeah.
it on social.
Oh, it would be, yeah, I know as soon as I came to, it would be nothing but 5 hours of getting yelled at. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. It'd be terrible. All right, any suggestions for Virginia, you can let us know, 877-979-WRMF. And I think a lot of times when it comes to our finances, a lot of us at least, you think, some things, you spend stupidly, and then other times you're like, okay, well, was that a good decision? There's a way to kind of track that I thought was kind of cool. It's a new app I want to tell you about. And in fact, I got to get Jaybird on this thing because I think Jaybird would be the funniest person ever to try this app out. I'll tell you about next. Virginia, you got a plethora of different options when it comes to child dentistry. Your son Rocco needs some anesthesia to do a procedure he has to have done. And so there's a lot of different options on that. In fact, it's kind of interesting how many different ways people are knocking kids out. My good heavens.
I want to do the cheapest.
Yeah, we got a mallet. It's just crazy.
I don't want to do a mallet. That's not cool.
A mallet?
It's just nuts. Yeah, they got a whole bunch of stuff here. So you got to check in the tech people are setting them in. Thank you very much.
Screenshot them for me, Denise.
Yes, 877-979-9763. You can get it here to the KVJ show. I saw this app, and when Jaybird was telling the story today about how on Friday he hit the White Claws a little too hard and then ordered a Pac-Man stand-up video game from Missouri that's got to be delivered.
It wasn't even an easy thing. That I was trying to get a G.I. Joe thing, and they were out of it. And for some reason, I didn't understand that. And he talked me into a Pac-Man game I didn't want at all.
And it's coming. It's on its way.
Oh, yeah, it's from Missouri. It's
on a truck.
I'm a Donkey Kong guy. I would have... I don't know what
I mean, those
happened.
things look really cool. I do like those stand-up games, even though they've got, it's so easy to get a video game. There's something still awesome and cool looking about having a stand-up video game.
They are cool.
Yeah.
But I didn't want it, so
I know.
You can resell it.
Oh, yeah, because I'll do that.
Minus all the fees.
Yeah, I'm not doing that crap. I have a Pac-Man machine.
Talking about the vet bill you have and
Yeah, 2,100.
Just boy, it just seems like the money's just shooting right out.
2019 has been the year of financial loss for me, big time. It just every month there's been a huge bleeding of a bill that I was not expecting. It's part of the universe right now.
So I think this app might be good for you, and this is kind of interesting. It's called Well Spent. You ever make a purchase? And I had that yesterday. I was going around trying to find headphones and this and that. I'm like, okay, how much do I need to spend? What do I
noticed you got new Beats.
Yeah, I do, and they're not new. I actually wound up. I drove back and forth to Best Buy 3 times. You have to be like, this guy's a maniac.
Because you weren't sure to pull the trigger or not.
Yeah, and
Rain Man's back.
I got one pair. I'm like, oh no, these aren't gonna do it. I don't like it. They don't feel right. And then I went back for another one. I'm like, oh no, you know what? I don't really need these after all. Yeah, 3 different times I was in Best Buy yesterday. And they're like, this guy is a neurotic mess.
Do you feel a difference in your headphones?
Well, these I wound up having in a drawer in my house. I just found something else.
Oh, you went back to your old standby.
Well, I found out I've got really weird small ear holes. You got small nostrils? I think I got small ear holes because I tried these last week and they were popping right out of my ears. And then I went and I found we had a little bottle of different sized ear hole stuff, and I found the smallest one. I'm like, what do you know? Now it finally fits.
Huh.
And up popping right out.
Well, you used to have ones that were made because I took a mold of the inside of your ear.
Yeah.
What happened to those?
They had squishy ones. They got a short. And I had those for, 8 years?
Yeah.
I really, my stuff lasts. But yeah, it did just after time, and it was shorting out. So this Well Spent app, you go and basically anything that you get, you kind of put it in there, just kind of keep a record. Even the mindless stuff you do, you take a drink, you just take a photo of it, and it has you put the price and whatever. And what you do with it, it's kind of a review of what you bought, and then they take that whole swipe left, swipe right, and then you go through it later, and you're sitting there when you're of sober mind, and you'd be going, okay, I bought a stand-up $300 Pac-Man game. Nope, let's put that in the bad category. And then you can go through later when you're of sound mind. It'll let you know how many good purchases you think you made and how much you spent on good stuff, and then how much garbage you think you bought. And so you can say, wow, this last month I bought $600 worth of stuff I did not need, or whatever it might be.
It's just weird how it all works out. I buy that Pac-Man game that I don't want, need, shouldn't have got it, and then mere hours later, the TV falls off of my wall that was mounted.
Smashes.
Huge hole comes out. The TV destroyed. So add that money with the Pac-Man money. What a loss.
That's it. I think what happens when you make a monumentally awful purchase, that's when the universe hits you, and they give you the double whammy of something you need to replace, and it really is a good purchase. All of a sudden, bam, you're just hit with, you're like, oh gosh.
Yeah, you got to patch a wall now and buy a new TV.
Oh, no, I have to pay somebody to patch. Keep my ass on a patch, no hole.
I didn't mean you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's an extra fee of.
I told you, I got a guy.
I fixed a toilet this weekend. I feel like I could do this.
Did you YouTube it?
No, I just read the instructions. It's amazing. They put them right on the box.
You've officially become the man of the show.
Sometimes you have to get handy because you're thrifty.
Yeah.
And you have to get handy, and you shouldn't be doing it yourself, but you're like, well, if he can do it, why can't I?
Yeah. That's how I felt about cheese enchiladas. I was like, why am I going to the restaurant buying them? I can make cheese enchiladas.
And look at you.
Yeah.
Bam.
Well, it would do that even with your food stuff. You could put food stuff in there and be going, oh my gosh, I did not need to buy 25 grilled cheese. Or when you go to South Beach, I didn't need to buy 1 grilled cheese for $65. And you can say, nope, that goes in the not well spent category. Then at the end of the month, you'll get points for how many good purchases you make, and then you lose points based on the bad ones you put in there.
So it's a game.
It's kind of for you to really take account of your spending. I'm like, that's actually kind of smart, and it's kind of fun. And it'd be great to kind of do a tally
on Jaybird.
I hate looking at the food I buy.
But if you say it's well spent, you may say it was a good deal.
It's good moments. A lot of times it's me and my friends, and
well, you would look at stuff, and I mean, even you can't even say. Let's say even if it's cocktails or whatever, be like, who needs cocktails? Well, yeah, I had a good time. Those cocktails helped me have a good time, so I'd say that was money well spent.
You are making me want to create so many more memories. I want to order food and buy stuff off eBay because of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's why I'm here. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Mission accomplished.
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
Okay, well, coming up on Friday, we got our cocktails and karaoke coming back to Brother Jimmy's. If you'd like to come out and have a couple drinks with us, get on stage, sing, have a little bit of fun. Today we did ball gag headphone karaoke. Queen had been at the BB&T Center on Saturday night, so we did some Queen songs this morning. I did Another One Bites the Dust. You, Virginia, did.
Wow.
I can't
Obviously,
remember.
a memorable performance. She can't even remember the song she did.
Somebody to love.
Thank
Wow. Oof. Jeez, Jaybird, you did?
Radio Gaga.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think the way we'd said it is the person who performed best and you want to see again do the entire song. That's what we were going for. So whoever gets the most votes is going to perform their entire song with the ball gag in. And last I just checked on the votes, it is me in first place, Jaybird in second, and Virginia in third.
Sweet.
So the witch gets out of it again because she gets voted the worst? What the hell is this?
Well, I think probably what we got to do is the person who gets worse has to dress as Freddie Mercury. I actually want to do it. I don't think it's that bad. Put on a ball gag and singing.
What is this? What?
You want to do it, so do it.
She loses the competition and she gets out of the Wow, it was Kevin and Virginia before the KVJ show. The rig is in.
I don't mind performing. I don't think it's really much of a punishment. But
I don't think it's a punishment.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
I think it's an honor.
It is a punishment.
That's an honor.
I find it to be an honor. I mean, well, they want to hear me do the whole song. This is great. If you win. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe the person who gets the most votes, they perform their full song, and the person who loses has to wear leather assless chaps just like Freddie Mercury did.
Again, that's not a punishment for me. That really is a punishment to Brother Jimmy's because I have the worst ass on the planet. In fact, I have none. Someone stole my cheeks.
Man, this is an interesting story. We'll probably get a little bit more into our thoughts on it. I got kind of sucked up into the conspiracy theory stuff on the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. In fact,
I did too.
It was the night before he died. I'll just say died. That I was going in depth, kind of just somebody who'd read the book about him and just all the stuff that was going on, who was involved. I'm like, wow, that's fascinating. And so Saturday morning, my wife's like, did you see the headline about Jeffrey Epstein? I'm like, what, more scandal? She's like, no, he's dead. I'm like, what? And so that's just really gotten me. And so, you know, they came out, there's Virginia, the conspiracy theories are up another notch.
Well, his legal team is guns a-blazing. They don't believe that he hung himself. They think he was strangled. And there's 3 broken neck bones that they say, I mean, yeah, I guess you could break your neck when you strangle yourself, but not in these 3 places.
Not those 3 and not in that way.
Right.
And mysteriously, the 2 guards fell asleep at exactly the same time.
Please, y'all. Please. Money makes the world go round, and people, you have no idea how shady people are.
This is movie kind of stuff.
People can be shady.
People can be real shady.
Yeah.
And we don't even understand this whole world that they navigated.
Yeah.
You're talking about billionaires.
Oh, absolutely.
This is a different level.
World leaders. This is that kind of like really movie style of like kind of story where you're like, whoa, wait.
And he was the ringleader of filth.
Yeah.
And got away with it because of his money.
Well, the really sad thing, I guess, about this whole story is actually a story of Jeffrey Epstein. I feel for this guy, Jeffrey R. Epstein.
Oh, a guy that has the same name.
He is the director for corporate communications for the Walt Disney Company.
Oh. Unfortunate timing to have that name.
At that job.
At that job.
They're like, because people are like, wait, what? Jeffrey Epstein works for Disney? And so they go, no, we don't. So he's like, it's not my fault. I'm Jeffrey R. Epstein.
You need to go by a nickname.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's just a bad name to have at a bad time at a bad place. But what are you going to do? All right, after the show podcast, we'll get more to that. Any thoughts you have on what you want to talk about, you let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. Jay Bird, before we get to that, give us your thought for the day.
Kindness is giving hope to those who think they are all alone in this crazy world.
I love kindness.
You don't like it, huh, Virginia?
She doesn't know.
I mean, Kevin just came back in town, and that's what you serve him?
I do a kindness quote, and this is how the witch reacts to it.
She doesn't like kindness.
Prove my point, yeah.
I expect more out of you.
Mean
You had the whole weekend.
She doesn't like kindness.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.